we're going to start things off here. Game number 1 this time. Like you're saying, quite a few Kojis that showed up too. You saw Swada just a little while ago on one.
Yeah. So we'll have to see how they play over here. As you know, we are in a different region. Sometimes different regions have different flavors of play. Where back in the day used to be very neutral heavy in the European region. They've kind of swapped it up, but we always known South America to be scrapping, and that's exactly what happened. Look at that, kind of gave Loras no room to breathe. That man actually only got hit once, and he is keeping that right back up, kind of looking like I'm definitely taking the first place if you keep this type of momentum up.
And beatdown's kind of, unfortunately, been the theme of Loras versus Kyna, because he does have a 4-0 perfect match record history against them so far. So Loras got a lot to figure out, starting things off here to get some answers going. But it's not looking too hot so far. Trying to find his way back down, and it is not... it's been a bit rough. Also, I was wrong. That looked like Koji. That was not Koji.
No, that is
Tori.
Yeah. No, that's definitely a Koji-looking skin, though. I will give that up. But
I got juked like a week ago as well, thinking that Yumiko was like Bran or something on a skin that looked very similar. So it's a couple of these skins look very similar. However, the very similar story is that Kyna is dominating this lead right now, and Loras has not fought an answer. Yeah,
Loras is he's definitely struggling to get any type of momentum going. Finally gets a down light to recovery. He synchronized that first stock, but it is going to take a little bit. I mean, for him to get back in here with the level of of momentum that kind of has, maybe he's able to slow it down just a little bit now that he's caused a little break because of taking that stock. But yeah, kind of straight up moving on him right now. Now he's got the sword in hand, though. I think he's probably going to try to get back to those gauntlets relatively soon.
Yeah, get it over to it as quick as possible. The Katars have been putting in so much work, and it's actually showing, Kyna not really letting the Bodvar loss affect him at all. He had a consistent second seed of the tournament, of course, getting second back at Summers. Hasn't missed a beat. However, actually, somehow we're at an even game. You're able to answer that last stock, but Laura is waking up here big time on the last stock here, TK.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, really didn't take too many hits here either. I think he was just in like a neutral yellow, but now, heading over to the orange real quick. Has to get back on the stage. Has managed to do such. Oh yeah, big whiff right there on the neutral light. That's going to be a nice punish here from Kyna. Definitely can finish his game off, but currently is not on the right side of the stage to do such. He's trying to cross through, but Laura's not letting it happen right now. Chased him all the way to the top. Oh, that was a good attempt to try to scrap him. But I think this could potentially be it.
Wait a minute. That was like 3 reads in a row into that D-Light punish. Laura's has brought it all the way back. Laura's going to get the side air, sending him deep off stage. Is he going to be able to find another dare?
Ooh.
No, yeah, he's not playing around with that.
Yeah.
That, however, is going to end it. Loras was so far behind. It doesn't matter, though. He's still out of stock to play with, and he brings it all the way back.
Absolutely insane right there. Comeback from Loras, because, I mean, yeah, those first 2 stocks were absolute decimation from Kyna, and he was like, it's fine. It's fine. That's just a story. It's never over till it's over.
Just looking at the graph here, that very first stock disappeared so quick, and then kind of shifted, got a quick stock there on the second one, and then all of a sudden, Loras just didn't get hit for such a long stretch. And when the damage did get put on, it was not good for Kyna. You see that high peak up there on the top of that graph. Loras shut it down, and that was mostly off of just a few good reads. You could have fooled me if you told me that it was going to be 611 to 562 the way that started, but amazing job.
Yeah, with the way, straight up, man, I thought we were going to be in the second game immediately, but Loras was like, nah, man, I'm actually going to go ahead and just make this one back. So, really crazy comeback just all together, because the whole thing is that, the way that Kyna was playing, I feel like if he never took that first stock, that was going to be an instant 3 stock. I think that, slowed him down a little bit. Even if it's only just a little bit of time, it's about 5 or 6 seconds for you to come back from stock loss. Apparently, that was enough to cool him down.
That's what he needed. The combo game really lit up after a good point, too. The Spear started to get some work done. Not even just on that last stock, just in general, the way that he was able to actually find the openings where the entirety of the first game. Katars, they happen. You get double dared. All right, I just got to put that one in my back pocket. That's not the easiest thing to rebound from, though, when somebody's got a 4-0 win record on you.
Yeah.
And Laura said, nope, not today.
Not today at all, man. But that's the thing, too. Is as you say, the Katars, man, if the momentum is there, you were getting overwhelmed. But if you can slow that down, then you're doing a better job. He actually had kind of on his sword for a little bit too. But, I was expecting kind of to want to try to stay into the gauntlets or into the Katars as long as possible. And now Hey, are we?
Yeah. Getting back to the second game here.
This is rough.
Yeah, minor difficulty, but we are back into it. And, well, this is kind of exactly how the last game went, where Loras didn't actually start playing until the final stock. So we just skipped over the beginning phase of that.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how the comeback happens this time around. He's way further behind than last time, though, and I don't think we're going to be able to get that comeback. So, yeah, second game going to go to Kyna pretty handily. At least we got the stats right here. Wow. Yeah, didn't get to see all of it, but just looking at the stats in itself, that man definitely bodied him on that second game.
222, and just looking at this, 0 knockout essentially happened for the first stock. And then on the second stock here, borderline the same thing. It actually didn't start taking damage at all until the third stock when we loaded in, and that was not enough time. So kind of finishing his food that time, not letting that same thing replicate. And this is actually, I think, only the second time all weekend that we've made a trip over to Lions.
Yeah, man. The old Casa de Leones right here, but like it's just taking a little bit for them to actually get. I don't know. Everyone loves Demon Island now, so we're never going to see this. Well, I mean, like I love this stage. It's obviously a beautiful stage, and it also has a pretty cool layout. But you know, for the most part, I think people are like that. The amount of space that you have on Demon Island, plus how easy it is to edge guard because of small wall. Kyna once again with the hot start. How does he do it? Like the first two stocks are like claimed. They're always you are always going to play a 3 stock to 1 stock game with
market
Kyna.
value is looking so good for Kyna. He gets like 4 to 5 piece strings as if he's in the lab. Loras just cannot guess correctly on when he tries to spot dodge because he just keeps seeing through it. There was 2 times in that string where Kyna just stood there, watched, said, "Oh, you pressed it? Like, it's so hard to rebound from that type of play as Kyna's about to put another huge lead on him, TK.
I think genuinely, too, like, this character, Asuri, leads into that type of, like, destruction-type gameplay because of, like, you know, especially with the way that, you know, the guitars work. If you get one good read, you're probably getting a lot of damage. And then both her neutral sigs are very scary to deal with. You either get scooped up and dragged down, or you just get straight spiked down by the neutral sig of the sword. Again, Kyna working on the freshest 3 stock I've seen in quite some time. Man is not even in orange yet. He was barely in yellow until a second ago, but can he do it?
Kyna!
What did he do to you? What did Loras say to you, bro? Like,
Loras kicked your cat? What happened?
And he took that personally for sure.
My God, this is the spirit of Dot returned from what we're seeing yesterday. We saw really good performances from Dot, but kind of seeing right through that. That one is going to find the mark after going 2 straight. Wasn't expecting the second one, but still a huge...
Oh.
You got it.
I mean, I don't know if that was like one of those like my connection or you know what, man.
I think it was like I got my one.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and close it out. 523 to 183. That was domination, to say the least, from a lot of what was going on. We'll see what happens here, of course. Whether you know, whatever happened at the end, of course, we'll find out later. But Loras going down in dramatic fashion, and we're actually going to see Loras. Okay, that's what it was taking a second on. Loras was hovering over the idea of switching a character, and we're going to see the mirror match.
Yeah.
Not too often we see this Ditto, actually. Actually, I can't remember the last time we saw this Ditto once.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't think I see this Ditto too often. It's another one of those characters I feel like I see enough in pro play, but not enough to be like, oh, this is a common Ditto. It's always like a Asuri versus someone else because there's probably like 3 or 4 of them. But right now, Loras says, you know what, that Asuri character is looking kind of fun. Let me try it. I don't know if you're going to have that the sauce like Kyna right now, though. But they're both on swords, so at least you get to avoid the Qatar onslaught that he's been putting on right now. It's Loras' time to see if he can do it.
Well, I mean, it's already starting off way better. He's actually got a momentary damage lead. It's kind of continuing right now. Happiest person in the building, Foda, definitely looking at the Ditto. Very happy about what's going on. Qatar's putting in work, and it's definitely looking better. I think that you want to keep Kyna off those Qatars as long as possible.
Okay. All right, managed to get the Qatars now. We got a Qatar-on-Qatar battle. Who is going to be the better side of this? It has to be Kyna, knowing exactly where you're going to go for 4 reads in a row. Wow at that.
Like, what do you do? Like, what do you even do at that point? You get hit by side air, neutralites, and just, you're like, okay, I guess I'll guess going low this time. Nope, you get hit by dare. Kyna is just seeing through Loras' defensive options so well that it gets to the point where you just feel like you can't even press one.
Yeah, I mean, this is looking, once again, another game where Kyna's looking, pretty dominant here at the beginning. Loras might be stops the bleed a little earlier than usual. Normally he's down to his last stock, but this time Kyna actually does drop it before Loras is in a respectable damage area. I do still think that he can find this kill if he ends up like bringing him off the side, but he at least won't get a raw one.
I mean, at least the Qatar Ditto has been actually working out pretty well for Lores compared to trying to get the sword going.
Yeah.
So and that's it's kind of like if I do get a neutral win, let me get maximum damage. Like that's the best thing I have going. But it is a way more competitive game right now as Lores has, like you said, 2 stocks piece. Usually at this point, he's facing 2 stocks down. So this is still a doable game even after getting knocked out by that recovery. It's way closer compared to before.
Yeah, but now, you know, no weapons in hand right here for Lores. Kyna's already on his, you know, his pride and joy. Wait a minute, Lores. You know, he's starting to get a few things started here with his own Qatars, but has to get back onto the stage. Yeah, that wall slip not doing him any favors. Kyna. Man, he is always scrapping, always hitting the button. Yep, caught Lores looking twice. Lores just swinging, and now look how much damage he's taking.
Oh, my God.
Just leave. Just leave, bro.
Just exit. And he waited out there. They waited out there for Sweat Beads to bait him. He was up a stock. He knew he would try to go pull the trigger, and Kyna shuts it down, stops Lores from getting anything else done, and takes it there 3-1. Wow. Which was funny at the end is how you had just pointed out how, like, Kyna just constantly scrapping, not doing it, like, just constantly in your face. And then he just stood still 2 times in a row. Let Lores swing first and then punish him.
Yo, I don't even think he was, like, I feel like he just gave up. This was, that was rough, man. I mean, like, I understand that the Qatars off of Re can get a lot of combos, but that was super extended.
Come here. Hey, come here.
He thought he was going to get a free one right here. Nope. What a catch right there from Kyna. Not going to get scooped up by the neutral sig, and then even if he didn't like lose that stock right there, he was going to go down there for that ground pound. And I'm sure he would have gave his whole stock away just to get that ground pound. So, wow. Kyna, really that guy.
Number that kind of flew at me, it wasn't even like the damage differences. It was 52 damage per engagement. That is so.
That's a lot.
I need y'all to think about that.